and I want to ask if you are on Facebook, please let me know in the comment section on Facebook. So this is a pre-training, and today I am going to talk about how to craft an offer that sells, and I call it to fill the gap in your industry, and I'm going to come back to that. So I'm just going to make sure everybody's joining on Zoom. So if you're on Facebook and you'd rather join on Zoom, please click on the link above and I will let you in. So let's see. Now we are all set and we have everyone is joining. So I would love to know where you're watching from, and I'm gonna, the ones that are new to me, because I know there are people coming from different kind of groups because I posted the Zoom link on different kinds of group. So for you, this is a pre-training. So I run a three-day workshop this week. So that is tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, how to craft a masterclass, how to close clients with masterclasses. So this is a pre-training, and this training is about how to craft an offer. So my name is Angela, and I'm a live event expert. So this is what I do: masterclasses, live launches, challenges, workshops. And I help my clients craft, grow their businesses and scale with live converting events. But we also craft one-to-many high-ticket offers. So that is what this bonus training is going to be about: how to craft a high-ticket one-to-many offer. So you are most welcome here, and I'm gonna share the way I ended up here, because I started online. It must be like 3.5 years ago or something like that, and I was in the wellness industry. So I was a truck driver, and my passion was fitness. So I wanted to work online. So I went online with my, I crafted an offer, weight loss for women over 40. And I actually didn't know anything what I was doing. It didn't turn out, well, it was just crap. Everything that I did was, I didn't sell anything because I didn't understand how it worked. I didn't even know what a dream client was. That is how it was, right? So I didn't even know that, and I tried to craft offers and I tried to sell them, and I didn't sell anything. I didn't get any kind of clients. And then I came across a company called Passion Apps, and I built myself a home fitness app. That is how it started. That was actually the first time I came across something called Dream Client, because I didn't know what a Dream Client was. So I came across what a dream client was, that I needed to niche down, and that I needed an offer that was a fit for a specific client. And I didn't understand that until then. And then I built my fitness app, and I launched a 6-week program before I built the app. So that was one of the most scariest thing that I had ever done, because I had never sold something that I hadn't created. So I sold a 6-week program, and I promised my clients to have their own app, right? So I promised my client that, and that was so scary. But now if I look back to it, it was the best thing ever, because I validated the offer. There was 6 people saying yes to this offer before I crafted it. And that is one part that I'm going to discuss today. Then what happens was that I sold everything, almost all my fitness program, weight loss program, how to change the way you see food, with webinars and masterclasses and workshop like challenges, right? So I just started to help female entrepreneurs in Sweden. I'm from Sweden. As you can hear, English is my first language. So I'm from Sweden, and I pivoted kind of into business, and I started to help other people doing masterclasses and webinars. That is how it all started. And then I changed, so I closed my fitness industry and I went into full-time helping people to craft masterclasses, webinar, challenges, and that is what I still do. And I have done about 350 speaking gigs like this. And it's almost a year ago, a little less than a year ago, that I changed from Swedish to international market to English, okay? So that is a short story about me. So I'm from Sweden. I live in south of Spain, but I'm moving to Italy. So I have been around Italy, Sicily, and check everything out because I'm going to move there. So welcome, Cindy. Cindy is one of my clients. I'm so happy that you are here. You're going to meet Cindy this weekend. We're going to run a small training. Hi, Garofina. I hope I pronounce your name right. Welcome, and welcome, Linda. So let me know if you're watching, where you're watching from. I would love to know. So this 3-day workshop, if I'm going to give you the link, so if you stay and you haven't signed up, if you come from one of the groups where I shared this link, I'm going to give you the link. So if you want to join, you can actually just sign up and join. It's a free 3 days. And I really, really strongly recommend it. And my clients can vote for that. So I give away often more in this free 3-day programs or 3-day courses, masterclasses, whatever you want to call it, than a lot of people got from their paid programs, okay? Because I'm here to serve. So I can promise you that it will be worth it to join, because it's not like other free stuff. And I'm going to talk about it this week, because what have happened is that a lot of people craft like webinars, masterclasses, or whatever, and it becomes like pitch fests. Either they brag for an hour or they pitch for an hour, and they don't actually teach you nothing, so it's a waste of time. So my masterclasses, my workshop, we built in a different kind of way. So we built with a mindset as for serving our clients. Not, it's converting events, yeah. Of course, it's converting events, so you want it to convert. But we do them with a mindset of serving our audience, right? And that is what we are going to do this week. So we're actually going to craft together your masterclass. So if you join, tomorrow we will craft the outline of the masterclass, the titles, what you're going to teach, who the masterclass is going to be for. And you're actually going to pick a date and a time when you're going to run it. Then on Wednesday, we are going to craft the presentation of the masterclass. So it's like a sales-driven presentation. And then on Thursday, we're going to talk about how to go from the teaching part and go into what I call the opportunity bridge into the selling, to sell your offer. And then on Friday, I'm going to run a bonus training, how to fill it without using ads. So how you can fill it with the quality leads without using any kind of ads. So if you haven't signed up, I really recommend you to, because it's going to be awesome. In the Facebook group, there is a workbook that you can download. You find the link in the pinned posts. So you can download the workbook. And if you do the work during our 3 days together, you can actually run a masterclass that's going to convert really well. And it might be worth for some people 5K, 10K. It's totally depending on your offer, right? So welcome, welcome Ingrid from Alabama. That is also one of my clients. I'm so happy that you want to join. Hi, Linda, Boston, US, perfect. So there was some kind of confusion with the time zone because US actually changed their time tonight, and we don't do that here in Europe until I think it's 3 weeks from now or something like that. So anyway, are you ready for, so you need to take out pen and paper. This is not in the workbook because this is a pre-training, okay? So this is not in the workbook. So make sure you have pen and paper, because I'm going to talk now how to craft high ticket, one-to-many offers, group offers. So when we start online, as a new coach, so we don't have any clients, I really recommend you to start with a handful of one-to-one clients. And the things that I'm going to talk about today, you can implement that as on a one-to-one offer as well. It does not need to be in a group, but somewhere along the way, you want to be able to scale. And a one-to-one offer isn't scalable when it comes to time, right? It can only be scaled with increasing price, because you are going to hit a time roof somewhere. So we usually say that about 10 hours a week are billable hours. The rest goes to, like, you have, so as long as you are a solopreneur, you have so much things you need to do with your time. It's on social media, it's connection, writing emails, crafting landing pages. There is so much. So you can actually say like 10 hours a week are billable hours. If you just run one-to-one, you are going to hit a time roof. So somewhere along the way, you want to take that one-to-one offer and create a group offer from that, okay? But what I talk about today can also be used when you're crafting your first one-to-one offer. What we usually do is that we take on just a handful of one-to-one clients if we haven't done any kind of offer like this before. That could be like 3 or 5 clients, because it's easier to get a couple of one-to-one clients to get money in the bank kind of quickly, and when we are crafting our group program. So I just want to make that clear, that that is what I really recommend everyone to start with, instead of starting with a group offer. It's different to run a group than it is to run a one-to-one client, right? But this is mainly for people that wants to start scaling. So you want to work one-to-many, okay? So I would love to know if you want to share in the comment if you have an offer today, or if you are brand new, you do not have an offer, or you do have an offer if it's a one-to-one, or you do run a group program, okay? So the more I know about you, the more I can change in this training, because it's live, right? So I can change everything in the training, depending to where you are. Lorianne, no offer, perfect. Then this is going to be really valuable for you, because you can implement this right away. Garofina, no offer, perfect, so great. I have an offer that needs to be more specific. Yes, we are. People aren't taking it. No, so I'm going to talk a lot about that today, Ingrid, and that is one part that we work with in my program. So there are a couple of pitfalls, and these are the main pitfalls that we fall in when we're creating our offer. And the first pitfall that we fall is that we built the offer in what I call a vacuum. And that is when you built the offer on your own. So it could be like I did. So this is what I did. I built, I think I built like 3 programs, and I launched them. And I built everything without talking to anyone. I didn't talk, I didn't do any kind of interviews, I didn't do any kind of market research. I didn't do anything. I just crafted the offer and I tried to sell it. And that is when you built it in vacuum. You built it without doing any kind of market research. You built it without validated. So you craft everything together and then you try to sell it. And what happens is that we built it with this, your own mind, your own thoughts, your own mindset, your own struggles, and your own wanted result. And that is usually not what your dream clients actually needs. Or that is what they need, but they don't understand they need it. It's 2 different things. So I'm going to go through how you can do market research and that, but that is the biggest pitfalls. So write that down. Do not build your offer in a vacuum. Big pitfall. Mary, I do have one, but I don't know what to offer in group. No, so we're gonna come back to that, because it's like you are going to offer the same, but when we run a one-to-one offer, it's easy. We don't need to have things crafted down, right? Because you can work like this one-to-one, you can change it a little bit. But you are going to do the same when you go from a one-to-one to your first group offer. So let's see. Yeah, that is what I did. I built it for myself. Yeah, and that is the biggest pitfalls. That a lot of course creators, especially course creators, end up in. So they craft a course and then they try to sell it without done any kind of market research. And what happens is that we built an offer that no one, absolutely no one said yes to. So we built something without validating it, okay? We also built an offer solving some kind of problem we do not know if it's on top of our dream client's mind. And if the problem isn't on top of your dream client's mind, they will not pay to get it fixed. Because why would they? Because they couldn't care less, because it's not up here. So what I can give you an example. So when you joined my group, I had a question: what is your biggest problem or struggle right now? And that is not because I want to pitch my members, that is for market research. So I do a form. So I end up writing all this down, and I can easily see top 3. And I need to solve the problem for top 3. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sell it. I can sell it as a course, but it's going to be lower ticket. The bigger the problem is in top of your dream client's mind, the more you can charge for it, because it's a huge problem. And if you solve a lot of problems, if you do like a signature offer that's just like a 12-month incubator, you need to solve the problem that is in top of their mind. Otherwise, they won't invest that kind of money to get it fixed, right? And that is what's going to happen if we craft offers in vacuum, okay? And it will not close the gap in the industry, and I'm going to come back to that. So when we built offers in vacuum, we built offers no one said yes to. We built offers probably solving problem that is not in top of their mind because they don't understand there is a problem there. And 3, we built offers that is not closing the gap in our industry because we built the offer almost for ourselves. And that is usually not, we need to build it whatever they want to buy, not what we want to sell. So Jesse, what did you say, Lars, to not create an offer? We do not want to create an offer in a vacuum. So we do not want to sit on our own, creating an offer behind the computer, build everything, record everything, and then go out and try to sell it. Because we don't want an offer that no one said yes to, okay? So let's see, just gonna make sure I didn't miss any more questions. Yeah, market research. So we wanna do market research, and I'm gonna come back to that. So that was pitfall number 1. So I'm gonna go through how to not end up in these pitfalls, but that is the biggest pitfall. So write that down. Do not create an offer in vacuum. The number 2 biggest pitfall that you can fall into, and that is a reason why the offer is not selling or you have a hard time creating it. It's too complicated, okay? We put too much content inside. Okay, so what happens is when people join our program, they will never ever finish it because it's too much. And that is a pitfall that is so easy. I am to blame for this because it's so easy to end up there. Really easy to end up in that pitfall, because we are teachers, right? We want to teach our clients everything. But what happens is it's going to be too much. So everything that you put in, you need to ask yourself, can my dream client get the result that they want without knowing this? If the answer is yes, you should remove it, because it's better to add things than to have too much. That is a huge pitfall, easy to end up there. So write that down. Biggest pitfall number 2 is too complicated, too much content inside of the offer. And that is for high ticket. I have bought programs that I couldn't finish. Because my first signature offer, way too much. I don't think I have one client, it was a Swedish program, that actually finished everything that was inside. Did they get the result? Yeah, but not at the extent that I wanted in the end, okay? Because I put too much in, they couldn't finish it. Too much, okay? That is number 2. Number 3 pitfall that is easy to end up is when you have an offer structure and an offer stack that has no clarity. So it's kind of confusing who the offer is for, what the outcome is, and who it is, and what kind of problem it solves. And this you can see a lot when we are new, because we think like, if I try to target a lot of people, I am going to sell more. But you are going to have the opposite effect here, because it needs to be super clear who this offer is for, what the problem is that you are solving with your offer, and the outcome. What is the result when I have bought your offer and I have went through it? What is the result that I get? The outcome. If you are if it's like confused here, if it's like no clarity, people are not going to buy it, because confused people don't do anything. And you can actually see it both on landing pages. You often see it when people selling live like this, because we end up kind of nervous and we keep on talking. So we have no clarification at all of our offer structure. Because confused people, write that down, they don't do anything. As soon as you have two options, or you are trying to aim for true dream clients or something, no one will buy, because they don't understand, who is this for? Is it for me, or can this work for me? And if they don't know that, they won't buy. So that is number 3 biggest pitfall, is an unclear offer structure and offer stack. An offer stack is like, you get X, Y, Z. It could be like, you get 1-to-1 2 hours, you get group support, you get text support, you get lifetime access. That is an offer stack. And offer structure is modules, how you're going to take your client from A to B. It's all like a mess. And you can see that it's often combined with putting too much inside the program. So it becomes like a confusing mess out of everything. That is so easily to end up there. So write that down. Pitfall number 3, an unclear offer structure and offer stack. Okay. And then number 4 is the price. Okay. Either you end up not charging what it's worth. So that is one pitfall that is almost everyone end up in somewhere along the way. I have been there. So, and this is kind of common. So we undercharge. And the problem with that is that you are going to position yourself on the market depending on the price of your offer. You're going to attract a specific kind of lead, right? Or client, depending on your price point of your offer. So what happens is that you're going to attract the wrong kind of clients, and they might not get the result that you are after, because it's not, the program might not be built for that person. Okay. But it can also be vice versa. So what I have seen is that everyone talks about, oh, you need high ticket, you need high ticket, you need to craft 5K offers. The problem is that you might be aiming for a client that don't have 5K to invest. So you need to understand this, that your offer needs to meet the client where they are. So let's say I craft an offer for entrepreneurs that are starting out in the business. So I want to take them from 0 to 5K. And my offer is a 10K offer. Well, if they can invest 10K in your offer, they probably don't need your help. Think about that. Because that is not where they are. Okay. So here is a pitfall, because they can't buy it. And I can see, I have had clients that have come to me and they have a really high ticket offer, but their audience is a low ticket buyer because they don't have the money. Of course, it's not going to sell. You cannot put a high price tag on something that should be low ticket, or vice versa. So when you price it, you need to think about your client as well. Not only yourself that you want a high ticket offer, you want it to be able to lay on the beach and drink pina colada because you want to earn a lot of money. You need to meet the client where they are, not where they are going, right? And this is also a pitfall that you end up in if you do not do your market research. So you craft an offer and you put a high price tag on it that's either too low, so you attract the wrong kind of people, or it's too high, so your audience can't buy it. And you can see those kind of offers. You can see like 15K offers for people that are just starting out in business. Can some people buy? Yeah, because some countries have like a credit card, like US, you have a credit card system, but in Europe, especially where I'm from, you need to have the 15K in your bank account. We don't have the credit card system. It doesn't work the same way. So that is huge when it comes to pricing your offer. And that is a pitfall that easily to end up in, to have a wrong kind of price point on your offer. So make sure you have this written down. And if you do not have an offer, you need to take this with you when crafting an offer. If you have an offer, ask yourself that you have not ended up in one of these four. So the first one is building your offer in vacuum. Did you do any kind of market research when you crafted your offer? Number two, is it too much inside? Is it too complicated? Does your client finish everything? Can they go through it from A to B? Okay, that is number two. Number three, an unclear offer structure, who the program is for, what the outcome is, and what problem it solves. Okay? Number four, price point. Either it can be you are pricing it too low, or you are not pricing it depending on where your dream client are today. That is biggest pitfall. Take that with you when you work with your offer. Thank you, Ingrid. This makes perfect sense to match your offer to your niche. Yeah, and yeah, we want to end up in a profitable niche, and a lot of niches are profitable, and we can twist and turn it to end up in a profitable niche. But what is important is also to know your dream clients. Can they invest in your offer? If the answer is no, and you really want to have this high ticket offer, you need to change the dream client, because they can't buy it, right? It's not going to work. It's like trying to sell like a Prada bag to people that can't afford a Prada bag. Will they ever buy it? No, because they can't afford it. Come on, it doesn't work that way. And especially not if you want to target the European market, because I don't know all European, but I lived in Sweden, I've lived in Spain, in Italy. We do not have that credit card system that the US market have, that you can put it on a credit card. It doesn't work that way. So that is kind of important to understand, that not everyone will be able to buy your offer. Is that okay? Yeah, because you might want to target just a small amount that can afford it. But then you need to realize that that is the client you need to attract, okay, when it comes to your lead generation. Let's see, I'm sorry if I'm going to make sure that I don't miss any comments. So how can we fix this? So how can we have an offer so we don't end up in these pitfalls, right? That is the question here. So we have five things that we talk about when we craft offers. So make sure you write this down. So number one is the problem. We need to solve a problem that is in top of our dream client's mind. If we want to charge high ticket, we need to solve a problem or several problems. It could be top three that is in top of dream client's mind. Can you know that without doing market research? No, right? You might think there is a problem, but that might be the same thing that they are thinking about. So for my clients, the biggest problem is I'm not getting any clients, I'm not getting enough leads, I'm not getting enough sales. Three biggest problems. So that is what I need to fix. That is why I can't have a high ticket offer trying to learn how to understand your dream client. Why can't I have that? Because I actually know that that is the biggest problem that my dream clients have. That is why they are not getting any clients. That is why they are not getting any leads. That is why they are not getting any sales, because they don't understand the dream client. They think they do, but they don't. So you see the difference here. If I try to sell what I actually know they need, I wouldn't be able to sell it, because they don't understand they need that, because they think they have no problem knowing the dream client. The only thing that they see, I'm not getting any clients, I'm not getting any leads, I'm not getting any sales. That is what I need to fix. Do I help my clients understand the dream clients? Yeah, because that is my solution to the problem, but I can't sell it. You see the difference here. Top of dream client's mind. The problem needs to be in top of dream client's mind. And you can just go out and ask people. Do interviews, trailblazing, asking groups, things like that to know the problem. The second thing you need to understand about the problem when you want to sell it is that you need to understand the emotions around the problem. What kind of emotion does the buyer have when it comes to their struggles? Because people buy with emotion and they back it up with the logic. So you want to understand how the problem and the struggle actually make them feel, how it impacts their lives. Can you know that without asking them? No, you are not them. So you need to out there and talk to people. That is why a vacuum built offer is going to be hard to sell. Okay, because then it's your